Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney here with your top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app for this Friday, September 17th. We have an update on the story out of Hudson, Ohio, where the mayor was calling for members of the school board in the Hudson School District to resign after a writing supplement that was used in one of the college courses at the high school level called into question because some parents, he had said, had complained about the content in it. So what we are now learning is the Summit County Prosecutor, Sherry Bevan Walsh, noted in a joint statement that the prompt was not child pornography. That's what Hudson's mayor said. He said it amounted to child pornography. Now, some of the prompts did have mature subjects. They included concepts about alcohol and sex. But the Summit County Prosecutor now said that the allegations lodged by the mayor have resulted in threats directed at school officials. Here's what the prosecutor said. These allegations have resulted in threats being made against board members, faculty, and administrators in Hudson. Those threats must stop. Under Ohio law, a prompt about a fictional writing is not child pornography. We will review this matter and determine if there is a factual basis that any laws were broken either by the writing prompts or the threats that have been made. Now, several prompts in this book, the book is called 642 Things to Write About, caught the attention of the Hudson District, as I mentioned, dealing with topics including sex and alcohol. But the school did point out none of those prompts were assigned in the class. Now, a spokesperson for the school said that the book is one of several used in this class. It's a College Credit Plus or a CCP class. It's taught by a Hudson teacher working alongside Hiram College. And to register students for this class, parents do have to sign a form indicating that mature content might be discussed. David Zuro, president of the Hudson City School District Board of Education, said this, reiterating that statement. Application for the course includes parental acknowledgement of a college environment that may include themes or content not found in a more controlled secondary school environment, that being a high school. He said, even so, given recent concerns presented by parents of students in the course, the district collected the books and discontinued their use. Now, here is a continuation of that statement from Zuro. He said, in its official capacity, the Board of Education will be ensuring that a thorough investigation and process review has taken place and will utilize the results of the investigation to determine any necessary actions to be taken. Adding this, while we respect the mayor's position within the city of Hudson, in accordance with the state laws of Ohio, the supervision of the public schools of this district is the responsibility of the Board of Education. At this time, no Board of Education member has indicated any intention to resign. That's after the mayor of Hudson called for the board members to resign or be charged. Also, as a lawyer, important to point out, the mayor of Hudson does not have authority to make that decision. If there is a crime that has taken place, that would be up to the prosecutor's office to make that decision, not something under the power of the mayor of Hudson. Now let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 cases here in Ohio. Another big number today from the Ohio Department of Health. We've seen 8,447 new COVID-19 cases reported in the last 24 hours. Our 21-day average, by the way, pulled way up over the past several weeks. 6,349 is that 21-day average. So that number today, well above even that 21-day average. Right now, there have been a total confirmed number of 21,471 COVID-19 related deaths here in Ohio. And right now, the Ohio Department of Health is reporting 3,557 people in the hospital being treated for COVID, and 994 of those people are being treated in an intensive care unit. Now, as we see these numbers going up, lots of places in Northeast Ohio are taking it upon themselves to require vaccinations. We've seen that at some NFL stadiums already. Not the case here in Cleveland with the Cleveland Browns. COVID-19 vaccine proof and negative COVID tests will not be required to get into First Energy Stadium this Sunday for the Browns home opener when they take on the Houston Texans. And with that, we now begin the Cleveland Browns portion of this 3 News Now update. There will be cleaning procedures at the stadium, and there will be hand sanitizing stations as well. Rob McBurnett, who is the Director of Community and Corporate Communications, tells us right now no mandate relating to vaccines or relating to masks, but he said from their end, they are continuing to follow CDC guidance. So for fans, that means that you will need to wear masks indoors. So that includes all of the indoor spaces, the gathering and event spaces, the elevators, the bathrooms, the press box if you're a member of the media. That's regardless of your vaccination status. And masks are recommended outdoors for people who are unvaccinated when they can't maintain physical distancing. So with full capacity at First Energy Stadium, that would include being in your seats if you're unvaccinated. Now, the Cleveland Browns are urging fans to get vaccinated. Here's what they say. As our medical partners at university hospitals have shared, the vaccine is the single best way to combat the pandemic and is critical to keeping our team, our families, and the entire Northeast Ohio community as safe as possible. Something that they are doing to sort of speed up the entryway, if you're interested in this, they are launching facial recognition ticket entry. This definitely sounds like something of the future. It's a free option. You can enter First Energy Stadium if you want to using facial recognition technology. Brandon Covert, he's the VP of Information and Technology for the Cleveland Browns, says that you can enroll and link your ticketing account to a selfie, come to the stadium, and enter with just your face. So here's how that would work. When you get to First Energy Stadium, you would enter the express access line. You walk up to an iPad using the same kind of technology as in the app. It checks and verifies that you are that person, and it pulls down your tickets just from looking at your face. It checks your face and pulls down the tickets associated with your face. And you can enter multiple tickets in one transaction, it says, versus scanning each individual ticket. They say it'll be faster. They say you don't have to use your phone or add your tickets to your wallet, which are already very simple ways to get your ticket and enter the stadium. Now, I personally have a lot of concerns about all the facial recognition technology that we see about and around. I think that is real personal when it comes to, the scans that we're doing with faces. But if that's something that you're into, you now have that option at First Energy Stadium. And on Sunday, when the Browns take on the Houston Texans, they will be doing it without linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. And this is a miss that the team is going to feel. He'll be on injured reserve for a hamstring issue, so he'll be out at least 3 games, because when you go on injured reserve, you have to be out for at least 3 games. We signed him as a free agent in March after 4 seasons with the Indianapolis Colts. So on Sunday, in that 33-29 loss against the Kansas City Chiefs, he led the Browns with 9 tackles. He's also the signal caller on defense. So this is something that will definitely be felt. According to our 3 News sports analyst, Ben Axelrod, Mack Wilson is the most likely candidate, seems like he is, to take over for Walker. There's also Malcolm Smith and Elijah Lee. The Browns have been working out former 49ers linebacker Reuben Foster, but he is not expected to sign with the team. So we will see who steps in the big shoes of linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. on Sunday. We already know we won't have Odell Beckham Jr. playing. Jedrick Wills Jr. out after that injury on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see who steps into that role. It's a pretty big, important one. And if you are in First Energy Stadium on Sunday, something new that you will have the chance to get at the stadium that you couldn't get before is a Cleveland hot chicken sandwich from Sauce the City. They have done such a great job of really upping the food game at First Energy Stadium, from Rocco Whalen's Cleveland Tacos to Barbecue by Michael Simon. Now, Chef Vic Searcy, owner of Sauce the City, will have his things in First Energy Stadium. They really made a name for themselves with that Cleveland hot chicken sandwich, and now you'll be able to get it. Here's what Chef Vic told 3 News. He says he's thrilled having the #1 hot chicken sandwich and partnering with the #1 NFL team. It's amazing. So if you're looking for that sandwich from Sauce the City, you can get it on the club level at First Energy Stadium. Now, if you are interested in another Northeast Ohio classic, the Galley Boy, and you live in Brooklyn, here's good news for you. Swenson's is expanding again, and they are bringing their newest location to Brooklyn, Ohio. They will be celebrating groundbreaking at the new location next Tuesday, September 21st. That'll be from 5 to 7 p.m., and the first 100 customers who come through will get a free Galley Boy. If you're not familiar with the Galley Boy, that's what Swenson's is known for. It's that double cheeseburger smothered in 2 homemade sauces with a green olive, topping it off. Swenson's Kevin Howley told 3 News, "We've been doing this the same way for nearly 90 years. That's a special recipe from when Pop Swenson's was selling hamburgers out of his station wagon in Akron. Same recipes, same burgers, same bun." And speaking of things that are not the same, actually, opposite transition here, there are some new emojis coming our way. We are expected to see them later this year, and there are 37 new incoming emojis. So that'll be the grand total of emojis to several thousand. There will be new emojis for faces and hands and people. There will be a pregnant man and a pregnant person. There will also be two hands making a heart, which, if you've seen this is a GIF that you can add to stories on Instagram. This is actually one of my favorite Instagram GIFs to add. So if you're watching this on Facebook or on the YouTube channel, you were able to see that. If you're listening to this, check out the Facebook and the YouTube channel if you want to see the little hands making a heart. But I bet, you can figure it out. But another one that's being added, a melting face. That's interesting. That could probably be useful on Sunday because it's going to be really hot out on Sunday. We might have some melting faces out there. And an index finger pointing at the viewer. Very intimidating. That's just a few of them. You can check out the full list on WKYC.com, including a big green troll emoji. That could be useful, especially online. All right, that's it for your 3 News Now update today for Friday, September 17th. Everyone have an incredible weekend. It sounds like we're going to have beautiful weather for the weekend, according to our 3 News meteorology team. Great weather for a home opener for the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully we put a W in the win column on Sunday, and I'll see you back here on Monday with more 3 News Now.